We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Jose Arena, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of 4 to begin the new week as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. Arena has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Rosario aboard here at first with nobody out. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. And another throw over, and the runner back safely. Now the 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Now a move over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. From the stretch. Too low, 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem I think at times hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Slater is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 4, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso, and there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Mets strand 1. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
And now is Yasiel Puig. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, everyone always looks at the schedule, and these cross-country trips can be a bear. I always looked at him with a smile on my face. 5 hours in the plane with the boys, playing some cards, really coming together. I feel like that's where the chemistry of the team really starts to take shape on those long cross-country trips. Let's see how this team plays today.
And a rather easy first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Kian Wong.
Coming to the plate now, Kian Wong. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
Digging in, Wilmer Flores, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
3-2, full count. And that misses ball 4. So it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
1st and 2nd now, 1 man out. It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder.
This is a spot you'd like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Here's a bouncer foul to the left side, and the count will move ahead now to 3-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The set and the 1-0. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Down the third baseline. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Davis grabs it cleanly, and the run will score as the Giants stake themselves to an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Into the box now, Yolmer Sanchez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
The 1-0.
No, that's low.
Two men are on with 2 men out. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. The set and the 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch and he can hit one out of the park on.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. He spoils another one and will do it again. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Ready with the payoff pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Davis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Giants 1 and the Mets nothing. Next up from New York, Michael Conforto head-to-head with Jose Urena. He's hitless in 6 tries. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball in.
Conforto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Chopped down the third baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Next for the Mets, Wilson Ramos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low. The Giants have struck first here. They lead at 1-0 as we play the second. Popped him up. Flores is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Jake Marisnick, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Number 16, Jake Marisnick.
First offering on its way.
1-0.
Looking at his career totals, Marisnick brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
1-1 to count. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Therefore it is Russell, and Addison makes the catch to retire the side. Mets leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Here's Addison Russell. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
For the Giants, the shortstop,
First pitch on its way.
Russell.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Alonso onto the grass. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Austin Slater.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
Slater who cleverly has the nickname AC. He was an 8th round selection during the 2014 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. 2 down.
Batting ninth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to hit next, the pitcher, Jose Urena. Stroman steps into the windup. First pitch on the way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing, and a 3rd straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Conforto will call him off as he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. So here's the Mets pitcher, Marcus Stroman. 9-1-2 due up.
Marcus Stroman.
First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting.
And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's popped up. Russell into shallow left. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Robinson Cano. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now the 1-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in for his 2nd at bat, Yasiel Puig, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Yasiel Puig.
First offering on its way.
Ball 10.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 to him now. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
In now, Kian Wong. He swings and grounds it to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. So one gone here in the San Francisco third. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Here's the 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes set, the 0-1. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
2 men on, 2 out, and that brings up Buster Posey. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
0 for 1 here in the early going. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And it's fouled away. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. He'll try again. 1-2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he fouls this one off. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Giants lead it 2-0. So here's Jeff McNeil as we begin the top of the fourth.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch on its way. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Uh-oh, he missed it. The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit towards center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next,
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Michael Conforto, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now in the box, Addison Russell. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom 3rd of the order you have to go right after.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Slater. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And a ball 1-0. From the stretch. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first to complete the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So digging in now, Jose Arena. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Stroman looks in. Here's the 2-0. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off with the Mets.
Leading off the inning, J.D. Davis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Now the pitch. 2-1 the count. Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Striding in once again, Wilson Ramos 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
1-0 the count. Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
2-2 to the Mets catcher. So a full count now. There's Jake Marisnick. He'll get his shot next. A runner at first with no outs here. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping into the box, Jake Marisnick. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Marisnick, playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at 3rd now, but there's 2 outs.
Stepping in, Marcus Stroman comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch. Got the double play. But don't kid yourself. There's still a guy standing on 3rd base. He still needs 1 more out.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
This is line to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
There are 2 parts to every great catch. 1, getting the right route to make the play, and 2, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
Now at the plate, Kian Wong. He singled and later scored back in the 1st, making him 1 for 2 so far. And the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Davis is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman.
Into the box, Wilmer Flores. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Stroman steps into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. The fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Now the payoff pitch home. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Digging in once again, Robinson Cano. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's kicked out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Count now, a ball and a strike. Lifted into center field. Slater's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping up now, Jeff McNeil. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
A ball and no strikes.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Yastrzemski coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, so here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
2-2 pitch is fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Here comes the first pitch. Clips the corner of the zone with a sinker for a strike. Smoke toward third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. To second for 1. On to first, and Posey has bounced into a double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Yolmer Sanchez. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Drilled to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Giants are down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and the right-hander get loose. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Slater is right there. One gone.
The right fielder, number 30.
Ready for another shot now. Michael Conforto. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Slater's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
Striding in, J.D. Davis. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though, his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Down in order go the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Edwin Diaz gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Edwin Diaz.
Next to bat for the Giants, Addison Russell. It was a walk in his last trip.
Addison Russell.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1.
That's inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Lifted in the air out to right. Conforto is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The center fielder,
Striding into the
30.
box, Austin Slater. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Diaz, playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
You know, I know this guy isn't the superstar everyone thought he was going to be when he was drafted in those high rounds, but he has had a solid big league career.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. And it's a full count, 3-2 to Austin Slater.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Arena. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Runners on first with 1 down. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Diaz is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The right fielder, number 66.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here.
Yeah, you got to control the controllables, Matty. All you can do is put barrel to baseball and see what happens. You cannot control the defensive wizardry on the other side.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. 2 out with the man at first. Full count now, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Now at the plate, Kian Wong. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. from the stretch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
The set and the 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0 on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Giants leave them loaded. They're up 2-0. Digging in, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. In comes Slater. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Ready now, Jake Marisnick. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Going back is Slater. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Eduardo Nunez will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Eduardo Nunez.
Here's a fastball called for strike 1. He'll enter play right at 3:33. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Back goes Yastrzemski. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Justin Wilson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Mike Yastrzemski, has been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far.
Yastrzemski.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Wilson is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Two balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 to count.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an out to start the inning.
Up next for the Giants.
Stepping in, Buster Posey. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Here comes the 1-0.
Nope, outside.
1 out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now. Here it comes.
Hey.
Wilson has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and with an ERA in the 5s has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter.
Now batting, Yolmer Sanchez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike. And that misses. 2-1. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Nice execution right there. Kept his balance on a nasty breaking ball. His hand stayed back and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Addison Russell, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
He tried to climb the ladder right there, and I don't blame him. Now he's got those sights elevated. Don't be surprised with something off speed in the dirt.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. One left for San Francisco, but they hold a 2-0 lead. New inning set to get underway. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. 2-0 curveball here is over for a strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Man, what a performance he's been putting on in this one. He's grinding for that shutout right now, but you know, I got to think a walk right here might put it into his day. The pitch count is getting up.
The 3-1 pitch. And Cano out in front of it as he pulls this one foul into the seats down the right side. Struck him out. So now just one man stands between he and his no-hitter.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Strike taken up in the zone.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And they get the force, and that will officially do it. It's a no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show, and he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 2 runs on